These rampant hikes have caused the price of fuel at the pumps to more than double after commencing the year at just about 6 cedis 45 pesos. The price of diesel currently stands at 13 cedis 91 pesos per litre at the major pumps, while petrol sells for about 11 cedis 42 pesos. To help cushion Ghanaians from the impact of the frequent increases in prices, the government in March announced a review of some of the price build-up on fuel. That intervention expired on the 30th of June. Abbas Tasonti is the head of economic regulation at the National Petroleum Authority.
The UPPF margin in particular has to be restored because we know diesel prices have risen from April to now, and these transporters also use diesel in their business to move product, and we have not increased the freight rate for them. So if the reduction in the UPPF margin that has lasted for 3 months is not restored, if the 9 peso is not restored, it means we are going to have a deficit in the fund, and there will be delays in paying the transporters their freight, and that's going to affect distribution of products. They are going to stop moving if we don't pay them their backlog, and that's how come it has become necessary to restore the APPF margin for now. The other 3 margins, that's the fuel market margin, the bus margin, and the primary distribution margin, even though their accounts are also kind of facing some challenges, we can manage them for a while, and therefore these ones have not been restored. So it's only the APPF that has been restored effective 1st July. So we will keep monitoring and assessing the situation for the other margins as well. And if the time is right, we would reintroduce or restore them.
The 9 peso reintroduction is just one of the causes of the recent price hikes. Head of Research at the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana, COPEC, Benjamin Insia, explains the other factors contributing to the about 1 Ghana cedi increase in the price of diesel.
The second is the high cost of dollar on the commercial market compared to what the BDCs were getting through the auction policy of the Bank of Ghana. And that also becomes an add-on cost on the petroleum price build-up. Now the third is the BDCs correcting an error earlier observed on the price of petrol, because we at COPEC observed that they were selling below what we normally project, and I think the BDCs have rectified this error, and for that matter this window we've seen a price change on the prices of petrol. So these 3 factors are the reasons why the petroleum consumer is going to pay more for a litre of petrol compared to the previous window.
Executive Secretary at the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana, COPEC, Duncan Amwa, however, added that consumers should brace themselves for more shocks at the pumps if no significant measure is put in place to manage the situation.
I have said this over and over again. We may need to move away drastically from the current deregulation program. You cannot continue to have the sort of pricing situation you have and still continue to operate the same trajectory that you have operated over the period which has today brought diesel to above 14 Ghana cedis. There needs to be a certain paradigm shift, and it needs to be immediate. We are calling for a scrapping of the deregulation immediately in order that we will find some semblance of a solution to the rising cost of fuel at the Ghanaian pumps. This is not what we signed up for.
The sporadic hikes in the price of fuel have contributed to inflation hitting an all-time high, further exacerbating the economic challenges of the public. Consumers are therefore calling on authorities to bring the development under control as soon as possible.
The rapidly increase of fuel, it has really affected. I don't know who it hasn't affected in this country. Yeah, because we all know that immediately fuel is being increased, it affects everything, styles, everything, yeah, and it's really affecting us because me personally, I live at that's New Wager, that's off Malam Kaswa Road. Initially, I used to pay 4 cedis as transportation, but now it has moved to 5 cedis.
That's waiting seriously, because now the way I'm working, how much are you giving me? How much am I getting for where I'm working in a month? So, Bob is there before I thought I want to feed myself. I'll tell you if it's seriously affecting, I won't lie. Because start from 320, where I'm staying on Kwashima 320, small 350, 4cedi, 45. Now before this month, I see first now. Whether I go to 10 cities, nobody, but it really affects us.